Welcome to another game of Batman the video game. DS only. I am your host of Survival Man 1, and today is actually something very special. I do not have my special guest with me, but my special guest will be here sometime later on today. So, be waiting for that when that special guest is around. Alright? So, in today's episode, we are going to be dealing with... I don't know. We'll find out, right? In this game, though, there are certain things that I must collect. As you must know, I did not die, which is kind of surprising. But there is a way for me to get back up, though. Let's see, right here. As you can see, there is no sound. For the time being, I can, if I wanted, I can go to the audio, the options here, and disable the sound. All right. For the time being, as you must know, that sometimes sound can actually activate without my knowledge. So for the time being, we're gonna go to Gotham Streets. Here we go. And as you can see, the bottom screen here says story mode or free play. But at this point, we can't do free play at this point. And it's kind of like a nice little story. So it looks like they might be up to something here. Believe me, when they are up to something, which means they're up to no good. Uh-oh. He's cranking something. What is he cranking? Oh, the table. Duh. Okay, looks like he's pointing at the tower, but what's in the tower is the question. So, that character there is questioning, like, what is in the tower? Riddler goes, it's that gold. So, and he's going to describe of how to get it. So, the tower is surrounded by water. We need the freeze cannon to freeze the water to make a bridge, and then go over it. But being that it's so tall and up there, that they need some sort of something. So then they're going to grab some seeds, plant them, and then it grows for some reason. Allows them to go up. And the key allows them to unlock the door or the lock, depending on where they're going to use it at. And then that's how they get the gold. But is that really how they get the gold? I don't know. We'll find out in the end here. So, first scenery. So it looks like they're going to bomb the bank. Uh-oh. Not good. But they actually go in. But we, Batman and Robin, are going to go and find out what that explosion was. So we are going to go ahead and skedaddle all the way over there. But on the way, however, there are some enemies to deal with. And these enemies can be a little bit annoyance. So I'm going to show you exactly what you can do and what you must do at some point, at a certain point of the game. So let's go. Forgive me. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and collect as much studs as we can. But before we do though, we're going to go ahead and not have them hit us. But you can use the batarang to get rid of the gun, so that they don't use the gun at all. So you can see that the gun has been taken away. As you can see, the enemy has been taken down. But at the same time, we are on our third heart as of right now. But in order to get more health though, is by destroying objects. Right there, you can see heart. And it comes right up. Now, there are certain parts of the game that are inaccessible at this point. Why? Because there are certain areas that you won't be able to go to right away. So we have a lever here, okay? Now, you could do either the A button to activate the object, or you could see at the bottom screen here that you can use the arrow from top of the arrow going downwards. So it's either that you do that or press the A button to activate it right away, which is not a problem. Now you could do it. This object here, or crate or box. Batarang should do it from the distance I'm at, or go up in personal and hit it directly with the Y button. So I could do that, or I can just do this, destroy it. But at the same time, though, we get a grappling device. But there's only one character that allows the player to only have one character to do so. So Batman has the grappling ability, so he's the only one that is allowed to have it in this version. But if you have the console edition version, however, all characters that have guns or Batman and Robin have grappling capabilities. But in this game, each character has their own special abilities. So keep that in mind. If you really want to have all characters have the same capabilities, in this game, you won't be able to have that. It's a little challenge for most of those of who are actually watching or playing the game right along with me. So, I hit the A button, and that activates some sort of crate. But it breaks before I get to it. You'll be seeing that quite a bit. Quite a bit around here in this level here. Which, I'm only going to do one level at a time, so that it doesn't overload my brain. So, let's see what we have here. And you can see, there's an R here on the wall. Why is there an R on the wall? Well, Robin has the ability to use the travel chutes. So, hitting the X button on the system to switch characters, and then hitting the activation button, which is the A button, to activate going through the chute. As you can see, I did it twice. Now I did it 3 times. Now this right here is a suit swapper. But these ones are a little bit complex, which means, I shouldn't say complex, they're more fixed. They're more a fixed suit swapper, so that you won't be able to switch back to the original suit you had before. However, that if you stand in it the first time, you get the suit. But if you keep standing, like you go back into it, you won't be able to swap back, because it's the same suit, because you already have it. However, Robin is not able to use that suit that's sitting there. So, we are going to allow to have Batman here. We're going to allow Batman to grapple himself up. But in order for him to do so, we must build it. I'm not going to worry about too much of the coins rate at this point, but I will at some point. There will be some areas here that you might end up finding a clue or some sort of green circle or sphere. You might end up finding one. Okay, now with the Batman's glide capability, is that allows him to glide. As you can see, that if you keep hitting the attack button, you will not get hit. But if you actually come in before you actually do attack them, you end up getting hurt. As you can see that I have 1 heart less of the 4. Now in this game though, that if you get hit once, you lose a heart. In the console edition, you get hit, you lose half the heart, but you still have the main 4. Each heart in the console edition is 2 hits per heart. So in here, it's 1 hit per heart, so that you die a little quicker than you normally would. So we're gonna go ahead and build this here, allowing Robin here. We're gonna swap to him here, allowing him to go through the chute and have him come back here. So, red and black Lego objects here are basically a type of object that physical attacks will not affect it as much. Because mainly, if I go over there right now, while I open the door, if I come over here and try to hit it, I just can't break it, because bombs will break that at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and swap to Batman here. Go up here, build this here, and then we are going to go ahead and use the suit that is in here. Now, I can now deploy bombs. However, I have to touch the touchscreen here in order to deploy them. I have not figured out a way to deploy them from button-wise, because I have not figured it out. Literally, I'm hitting every known button, and I just can't figure it out. So then, the only button, or the only thing I can do is hitting the touchscreen to deploy it. And then I can go ahead and detonate it, just from from the bottom screen here. So here we go. Build it machines. Generate new objects by collecting the blue Lego bricks. And there's only 3 in each area. So, we're going to go ahead and do so. You can get mini kits in here, but you only get 5 in this area. In the villain mode, though, you get the same amount, but except they're a different color. In here, they're black. In the villain mode, they're more a villain type colors. So they're more like a green and something. I just can't really recall the colors. But at the end of each level, it basically will show what kind of colors are which. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. And then come this way and plot it right up there. There we go. Getting him down is no problem. So we're gonna... Oh, hello. Sometimes, if that you keep moving around in the game and you hit the A button and you activate like your secondary weapon, basically, if you're not very careful. Now, pressing this button here will activate that. Let's see. This is the last blue object, but I'm going to show you something here. For the time being. There's something I want to show you here. So we're going to go ahead and hit this right here. However, I do not have the required item to use it. This panel requires a special key in order to open it. So it is either a silver, gold, or blue panels that are found. So I must need to find a red power brick. And there are only 3 of the same power bricks, but except each key is different. And they're different colors. And once I have all 3 keys, I will be able to use the panels no matter if I'm a villain or a hero. No matter who I am, as long as I have a key, I'll be able to access the panel. So we're going to go ahead and go up. As you can see, I'm not worrying about the coins as much. Right here, though, is a clue. And if you find all 3 of these clues, you can get a mini kit. Mini kit is actually up in here, inside there. There is a way to actually access that, and I will show you here in a sec. I'll show you that in a sec here once I activate this. There we go. And I'll get that staircase in a sec. Right here, if you destroy that, you get some Lego objects, or Lego pieces, to build into a travel chute. However, do you remember who has the capabilities? Anybody knows. So, Robin is the answer for that. So we're going to go ahead and go in here, have Robin build the mini kit, and there it is. And there's 5, but you mainly find 4 of them, and you get the 3 clues, you get the 5th, basically. The second clue is actually found where I placed that panel. But however, I do not have the key to get inside. So in there is where the clue is. Right up in there. And the third I will show you a little later here. Later in the game here. Oh. Don't worry about me, I'm just having difficulties at this point. Robin has the capability of using tight ropes. So in order to actually get onto the tightrope, you want to make sure you're actually on the tightrope in order to do so. But as you know, that your ally will have some difficulties of getting through. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And then go down in here. And there's something in here that I actually pull or something. And I did. And then that opens up the door and he comes inside. Now, since he's nearby, we're going to go ahead and deploy the bomb that's right here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and build. Since Robin is actually on one of them already. So we're going to go ahead and build the ladder here. And as you may know, green toxic gas or goo, that, as you can see, the green thing that's in the ground there, only poisonous characters will be able to go through that. However, that later in the game here, you'll be seeing one of the heroes will have that capability, and I'm not going to spoil who has that capability. Moving on. So, we're going to go ahead and go through here. We're not going to go back because there's nothing for me to go back and backtrack. There's nothing for me to backtrack for anything. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Now I'm satisfied. There we go. Alright. Now, we're going to go ahead and build this for Robin here. The Magno suit allows Robin to go onto magnetic walls or surfaces. Which I don't know what a magnetic surfaces is yet. So, we're going to go ahead and build these and have it described to us. Batarang targets must be activated using the dynamic dual range weaponry. Press A button to throw a batarang at the target. And in doing so, you might actually end up getting something in return. And what is this? Is this what we needed? And yes, it is. Indeed, it is. So, we're going to go ahead and swap to Robin here. So, we're going to go ahead and allow Robin here to push this down to make a lever. And what happens is that once we pull the lever, this actually activates, I think, the door. And it does. Sweet! Alright, so now we're going to head this way. Now we're going to have Batman here. Go up here. Not like that. Come on now. Get... Batman, get up there. Grief. There. Now let's go ahead and pull that. Allows that to come down. And then we're going to go ahead. If you guys are probably wondering what this this ladder pieces where they're gonna go, they're actually gonna go right there, pretty much. If you're thinking like, why did you not build the other ladder? Well, because that ladder goes backwards. We want to go forwards, if you know what I mean. These targets here are only a target range, which means gun projectiles will be only the ones to activate these. And I'm not going to spoil what's there. That's over here. So we're going to go ahead and move on. But we have some enemies to deal with. Really? Alright, so it looks like we have 2 more goons left to take. Hey! I'm not gonna worry about too much of anything out here because there's really is nothing out there. Except there's something in here that we can go ahead and try to collect. If you actually... Okay, now we've got some goons to take care of. Alright, so right here, we're going to go ahead and build this right here. And then have one of these destroyed. And right here, as you can see, the clue was actually up here. So, that's like the third one, pretty much. The second one is where I showed you where it was, where that panel was. That's pretty much where the second one is. But, again, I do not have the corresponding key in order for me to get into it. Alright, here we go. Taking him down by hair. Can we take him down? And I just received a heart. Literally. And they took it from me. Guess I ain't quick enough. Ow! Alright, so there's no more goons coming. So it's just him left. So, the gimmick here is that in order to take him down without causing a problem, is that building a button here, pressing it, which is fills it with water. And then once that happens, then we can go over here and pull down levers. And then what comes out? Water. And that takes him down at this point. So Batman is asking Robin here to take care of Clayface, is actually what was his name. And Riddler himself just tries to actually escape. And is he going to escape? We don't know. And he's about to... Oh, look at that. He's going to leave a nifty little box. And then Batman is going to use a radar type of Batarang so that he keeps track of where he's located at the current time. Like green and purple, as you can see. Now, here at the bottom screen, it says that we can continue the story or exit to the Batcave, which we are going to go ahead and do. Since we actually ran out of time. As you can see, I already have some files on here. But we're going to go to Game 3. And then we're going to go ahead and go down and say, oh, whoops, hit the wrong button. We're going to say yes, and it's going to save, game saved. Autosave will now use Game 3. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next exciting episode of Batman the Video Game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm your host, ZorellMan1. See ya.